Jasmine. I'm back. It's been a few days since I've been on YouTube. So I'm doing a full moon check-in. As I was sitting here shuffling, I was asking what we're releasing, and one of the things I heard was self-doubt, and as I was shuffling, this came up. It says, I no longer search outside myself for home. So yeah, like doubting yourself and looking outside of yourself for external validation when really you already know everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know is inside of you. And that's also what full moons are all about. Full moons are all about, it's all about peaking and releasing the old, letting go of lower energies that come from upsets or any negative events, as well as negative patterns you may have fallen into. So any negative thought patterns, any negative energies, or anything that's negative and doesn't really serve your highest good, the full moon is the time to release that, to let it go. It's about releasing toxic thoughts, habits, ways of being, and indeed toxic people. So especially toxic people. Toxic people that are in your life, people that you know are toxic, people that you know are not good for you, people that you know don't serve your highest good, people that you know really have no intent of being good. Releasing those people and letting them go, letting them out of your life because they don't serve your higher purpose. It's culmination time. It's letting go. It's letting go and clean slate time. It's when we should release the things we don't want: guilt, fear, disappointment, jealousy, anything that's counterproductive. So any guilt, any fears, all those self-limiting beliefs that are stopping you from doing what you know is best for you, letting it go, releasing it. Get a journal and write it all down. Write down why you're afraid to let it go, and burn it. Let it go, burn it. The full moon is also a powerful time for inner work, shadow work, looking within, healing, shifting blocks, and shedding the past. When the moon is full, it's at its brightest, and it can shine a light on our darkness. It also creates something of a tug of war in us. So yeah, like we might have the feeling of, should I do this? Should I do that? Should I release it? Like, what if I release it and something bad happens? What if I release it and like, they really weren't bad people? Like, if you have a feeling, if you have this gut feeling that you're supposed to release someone because they're no good in your life, let them go. And if they're really someone that is meant to be in your life, they will come back around, and then you can sit there and you can think about whether you want them to come back into your life or not. There's no reason that you should feel guilty or feel bad for letting people go and not having to do with certain people anymore. Not having anything to do with certain people anymore. Don't let people make you feel like it's your ego and that you're being ridiculous or whatever, because if you have a feeling that someone is not supposed to be in your life, release them. And I just seen 333. Release them out of your life. It doesn't matter if someone else thinks that they're good or that they're okay. It's whatever you think, whatever you feel. Don't let anybody tell you that your feelings and your thoughts are not invalid, because it's searching outside of yourself. And I've had to work through that this week. I have to trust myself. I have to trust my inner guidance system. I have to trust my own thoughts, my own feelings, and know that whatever I feel and know is right. It may not be right for the other person, but it's right for me. So whatever you feel is right for you. I just need 411. Whatever is right for you, go with it. Whatever you feel is right for you, go with it. Stop searching outside of yourself for external validation. I no longer search outside of myself for home. So yeah, stop searching outside of yourself. And shame is right here. That's funny. Anyways, but we're having a full moon in Aquarius on the 22nd. So the energy, it's ushering in change and progress. So yeah, letting go, that's changing. That's changing the people and their energies in your life. It's bringing in progress, because when you release certain people, certain situations, certain thought patterns, you make room for new things to come in. You make room for progress. You might feel like you're not going anywhere right now. You might feel like you're stuck. You might feel like you're in hangman energy, like nothing's happening. That's because you're holding on to energies that don't belong in your life. So when you let go of those energies during this full moon, you're going to usher in change. You're going to usher in progress. All of those things that you're waiting for, once you release and make the room for it, it's going to come flooding in. Like I just pictured like the floodgates on a dam just like breaking open, and like all this water like whew, like coming through. Like, when you release people, that's what's going to happen. Release situations, release thought patterns, release toxic, like whatever, just releasing and starting new, starting with a clean slate. And it's time to find a balance between trying to be all things to all people versus having real relationships. So if you are constantly spreading yourself thin, trying to be this to that person, this to that person, this to that person, over here and over there, and like all over the place, like you're spreading yourself thin, and it doesn't give you a chance to really sit down and focus on you, or focus on your needs, or focus on what's really supposed to be in your life and what's not supposed to be in your life, because you're so focused on being a friend over here, being a sister over here, being a cousin, a friend, a brother, a sister, aunt, whatever. Like you're not paying attention to what your inner guidance system is telling you. So this is a time to really sit down, find a balance between you and having relationships with other people. Yeah, and the message for this moon is it's time to detach and let go. So yeah, detach from spreading yourself so thin, detach from the negative energies, detach from the toxic people, detach from the negative thought patterns, the negative habits, detach from them, because it doesn't serve your highest purpose. And that's what the full moon is all about. And then it's what the Aquarius full moon is all about too, because it's just not good for you. So find a balance. Release the things that don't belong in your life, so that new things can come into your life. Like literally, I think it was last Thursday or Friday. Like I had a tower moment. I got triggered, and I went through my whole room. I got rid of a bunch of clothes. I got rid of a bunch of makeup. I went through the bins that I have in my room, and I emptied out all of the bins because they were so messy and like cluttered, and I had my brain was feeling cluttered. I felt unorganized. So like when I got triggered that day, like I just went on a rampage. I moved my spot where I'm gonna record. Right here is where I'm gonna start recording. It's in a closet, but it's better than, because I don't want to sit on my bed all the time, and I like to get off of my bed. I feel like your bed should be like a sacred space, like where you can sleep peacefully and have peaceful thoughts. Usually I will record on my bed, or like I will pull my computer up to my bed and I'll sit on the computer and do my work on my bed. And yeah, that's fine to like relax and like do work sometimes, but I feel like maybe it's just like a personal thought, to just not be on your bed all the time, because like I said, that should be a sacred space, that should be treated as a sacred space, not to let yourself get frustrated on your bed, because yeah. But anyways, like I got rid of a lot of things, and then when I got rid of a lot of things, I started getting new ideas of what I can create. I started getting a little bit more creative. So when you release those things, new things will come. Like it can come in many different forms, whatever you're asking for. Like I said, I started getting creative ideas. I started getting more creative. And yeah, so just letting go of things that no longer serve you opens up new space. Alright, so now I'm just going to see Oh, look it, it's gone. God's here. Oops. Oh, if I can grab the deck, there we go. Alright. Choices. The Lovers, also known as the Choices. You might have some choices coming up this full moon. And Surrender is right next to it. I don't know why I had the feeling to point these out, but you might have some choices that you have to make this full moon or after the full moon. Choices of letting people go, choices of releasing habits, choices of letting go of negative thought patterns. Like it's a choice that you make. No one can make you do it. It's your choice whether you want to release it and make room for new things, or if you want to go and repeat another pattern, another cycle. Like that's up to you. No one can choose for you. Like tarot readers can't choose for you. They can give you the energy. They can let you know what's gonna happen, but they can't make the decision for you. It's up to you. Okay. Let's see here. What part of them? Okay, can I get some messages for the collective, please? What part of themselves have they been holding back? What part of themselves have they been holding back? Oh. Hold on, there's too many cards, way too many. What part of themselves have they been holding back? What part of themselves have they been holding back? What part of themselves have they been holding back? Surrender is here. Yeah, so like you're not surrendering, you're refusing to surrender. I am ready to let go with self-compassion. Oh, and then you got destiny. I focus on service and follow my higher purpose at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, you're not surrendering, you're not letting things happen, you're not focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on, you're not focusing on your higher purpose. We're all here for a reason, we're all here for a higher purpose. The thing is we can't control how it happens, when it happens, what it is. Like we can't control that. Me as a personal example, I have tried controlling what my purpose is. I have tried controlling the timeline of it. I have tried controlling like when it's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, what it's gonna be, and then I finally started surrendering. Surrendering is a process. You can't, like, I know it's difficult, so that's why it's a process. You have to be willing to surrender. You have to be willing to ask God or whoever you believe in to help you, to just give it to them. I'm hearing that song, Jesus Take the Wheel, like just letting them take the wheel. Surrendering and knowing that whatever your higher purpose is, you need to focus on it. That's funny. This is the number 23. The full moon is on the 22nd, and we feel the full moon energy is, I think it's like 7 days before and 7 days after the full moon. So like, yeah, you're gonna be surrendering, and that's what the full moon is all about too, is surrendering and releasing. I'm seeing a lot of green here, so like your heart chakra, you might have to do some heart chakra work. Your heart chakra might be blocked. And this dragon. Dragons are, look up what the meaning of like dragon spirit guide is. I think that's like they're protectors. They're just look it up. I'm not 100% sure what it is. I'm gonna read it. The jade star represents the union of the heart chakra and the imperial jade jewel. This energetic vortex and crystal alliance is a match made in heaven. It is where love in all its glistening facets is felt most deeply. Jade is a precious stone that amplifies unconditional love. empathy, and opulence. The psychic sense associated with the heart is clairsentience, clear psychic feeling. Through intentional surrender, feeling the power of love, deep healing is made possible. Soleno helps you connect to your heart unity through the energetic portal of love. So yeah, you're getting like these, like I said, like you're getting these feelings that you need to release people, that you need to let go of toxic habits, toxic situations. You're getting those feelings, you're getting gut feelings, and you need to follow those gut feelings, because those gut feelings is your intuition speaking to you. Your intuition is telling you that something is not right with these people, something is not right with this situation, and that you need to release it. And I feel like you're not surrendering to that. You're not listening to it. So this full moon is going to push you to surrender. Surrender, or like I said, repeat a cycle. And no one likes repeating cycles. Been there, done that, and my goal is to never repeat cycles. Yeah, see, there's the Lovers again. So choices. You got a choice to make: surrender or repeat a cycle. Like literally, I was just talking about that. Yeah, surrender, repeat a cycle, or ascend. And I posted something the other day, I think it was yesterday. It's something like, people are so obsessed with ascending, but they can't even master grounding. So I feel like you're so focused on ascension, you're so focused on like being this like higher version of yourself, but you can't even ground yourself. You're not even able to ground your energy. And when you can't ground yourself, and you're focusing on like ascension and being like a higher self, it's gonna create a chaotic energy, and that's not what you want. First, you need to learn how to ground yourself. Like going outside, grounding your energy, walking barefoot in the grass, meditating is one way. Just moving your body, like dancing and singing, like grounding your energy. Whatever helps you ground your energy, you need to focus on that first before you focus on ascension. It's raining right now. Okay, what assumption or social norm is getting in the way of the collective right now? What assumption or social norm is getting in the way of the collection right now? Or the collective collection. Oh my god. Yes. Look. Oh my gosh, and I've been seeing this every time I've been shuffling, I've been seeing this pop up. I no longer search outside of myself for home. Yeah, so you're focusing too much on other people's opinions, which I know is hard to not, because I'm right there with you guys. This resonates with me. Like searching outside of yourself for answers, searching outside of yourself for external validation. That's everything that we need to know. Everything that we need to know is inside of us. So we need to start going in, and we need to start asking ourselves questions. And the Lovers kept popping up, and this message is coming up in my head right now. If you're continuously watching tarot for a person that you are like in love with, or that you want to know more about, stop. Because you know the answers. You have the answers within you. You know what the connection is. If you're watching tarot readings and you're getting triggered because someone is saying, oh, this isn't like a soulmate, this is a karmic, and you get triggered, that's your fault. You should know. Like, not every reading, because tarot readings are general. We're picking up on general energy. The collective is like, each collective is so big, okay? So what was I saying? Oh yeah, if you're getting triggered because someone is saying this isn't your soulmate, it's a karmic, whatever like labels they want to put on it, like, you're triggering yourself, and you need to like stop watching love readings, for one, because they do nothing for you except for push the person away. I know from experience, because I used to watch tarot readings every day, all day, and the person that I was interested in like kept running away from me. So like all it is doing is keeping you obsessed, keeping you attached. There is plenty of tarot readers on here, like one of my favorites, my soul sister, Star Lotus. She taps into divine feminine, divine masculine energies, but she doesn't do like love readings. It's like what you need to know, what you need to focus on, like what you're healing. Go check her out. I think it's the Storyteller's Oracles on YouTube. But go listen to her. Like, actually, like if you want to tap into your divine feminine, divine masculine energies, go listen to her. But stop listening to love readings. That message was really coming through. Stop searching outside of yourself for external validation. If you want to watch tarot readings, go watch like career readings, like life readings, like what you need to heal, like. But don't be so obsessively watching, because if you especially with love and career, because I feel like if you can push a lover away by watching tarot readings, you can probably push your money away by doing the same thing. I don't know, but it's energy, like it's energy. So just like be careful of what you're watching, be careful of how much you're watching it. There's nothing wrong with watching tarot readings, it's just how much you watch them. Be careful. Stop searching outside of yourself for external validation. It's holding you back. That was the question I asked. I said, what part of myself have I been holding back? Looking for external validation, holding you back. And look at, you got reflected at the bottom of the deck. Reflect on why you feel like you need to constantly search outside of yourself. Why are you constantly needing to go watch tarot readings? Ask yourself that. Reflect on it. What new attitude will look at, there's the lovers again. Lovers, yeah, so like if you're watching tarot readings on lovers, like I said, be careful, because you can push that away. You need to, and also knowing what the connection is for you. Like no one can tell you what the connection is. If you feel like it's a soulmate, it's just like you need to use discernment. Is it a soulmate? Is it a karmic? Is it like whatever label that you're using? Because I mean, they're all real. I'm trying to be careful of labels, because I don't even want anything to do with love readings. Not that I'm salty against love readings or love, because I'm not. Like I myself am searching for love, but I try to be careful of labels, because people try to use labels for an excuse. So just use your discernment, okay? What new attitude will propel them forward? What new attitude will bravely propel them forward? What new attitude will bravely propel them forward? Infinite. I have unlimited access to the divine mind. Yes, I was just saying. We have all of the answers within us. And look at, they got the full moon behind them. This full moon is going to it's going to illuminate the answers that you're searching for. Go within and ask yourself the questions that you want to know. Stop going and trying to find, for this full moon, if you're planning on trying to find a psychic, a tarot reader, whatever, just this full moon, just don't do it this one full moon, okay? And go within yourself. Ask yourself the questions that you want to ask ask yourself the questions that you want to ask a psychic or tarot reader. Ask yourself those questions. And tell yourself that you have the unlimited access to the divine mind, and ask yourself whatever you want to know and see what type of answers come up. Like, and really pay attention, because the answers can come in so many different forms. It can come in the form of like watching something on TV and like they like say something that is related to the question that you asked. It can come in the form of music. It can come in the form of reading a book. It can come in the form of a vision. It can come in so many different forms. So really pay attention. Be open to the different types of forms that your answers can come in. And just know that you have the unlimited access to your divine mind, to your inner guidance system. You have unlimited access. It is your inner guidance system. That's the type of attitude that you need to have for this full moon. And this will bravely propel you forward. It will make you trust yourself more. It will make you believe in yourself more. How can they begin to express themselves more fully? How can they begin to express themselves more fully? How can they begin to express themselves more fully? My inner child is whole and complete. Listen to your inner child. Be creative. You're like, when you were a child, you were creative, you were spontaneous, you were you didn't let things stop you. You know, children, they are some fearless thing. They are fearless. They are very fearless, because especially at a certain age, because they're not scared of things. They haven't experienced the world. They haven't experienced being put down. Well, some children haven't. You know, so they're very fearless. They go after what they want, and they say what they want. Have you ever had a child? Have you ever had a child tell you something that kind of like hurt your feelings? Like, they're not trying to hurt your feelings. They're just speaking their mind. They're speaking their truth. They're being bold. They're not trying to hurt you. They're just trying to speak their mind. That's what you need to do. That is how you can express yourself more fully, by speaking your mind, by being bold, by being spontaneous, creative, like all of these things. Like, that is how you can express yourself. And I open my senses to feel delicious pleasure and passion at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So your passions, open your senses to them. Be creative with your passions. If you're working on projects, be creative with them. Do something different. Don't copy and paste everything. Do something different. Yeah, if you want to look at something and get like the general idea of what you want to do, that's fine. But don't copy and paste it. Make it your own. Put your own words into it. Put your own art into it. Put your own music into it. Like, whatever. Be creative. I'm getting, yeah. Literally. Be yourself. Be uniquely yourself with your passions. And like with people, that is how you can express yourself fully, by being uniquely yourself. I love this. I'm getting really good energy right now. Like, I feel giddy right now. I'm ready to go get on the computer and start. Did I say giddy? I have never said giddy before. Someone says giddy. But like, I'm ready to go get on the computer and start doing my stuff right now. I'm just getting really good energy. And I notice all of this fire around her too. We're in a fire sign season right now. It's almost over. It's the last day is on the full moon, the 22nd, and then we go into Virgo season. Yeah. Okay. Alright, any other messages for the collective, for the full moon, Aquarius full moon? Do we have any more messages for the collective, for this Aquarius full moon? Literally, surrender was popping out. I'm not gonna take it, but look. Surrender. They want you to surrender this full moon. You need to surrender. You need to let God or whoever you believe in. This is not a God channel. This is not a religion channel. I don't believe in religion, but you'll hear me say God because I believe in God. So whatever you resonate with, surrender. Let them take the wheel. Any messages? Service. As co-creation, my service, no matter how great or small, is conscious, or is a conscious act of co-creation. And this is 9. We're about to go into the 9th month, September. So, and then you got passion over here. So whatever it is, and then we were seeing focus on your higher purpose. So whatever your higher purpose is, no matter how small, no matter how big it is, it's needed. I feel like someone is feeling like a business or a project or a job or whatever they're doing, whatever they're trying to focus on. I feel like someone is feeling like it's not big enough, it's too small, or it's too much. There's no such thing as too much or too small. No matter what, it's needed. It's and the world needs it. Anything else for the collective? Any other messages for the collective? The power of my voice. I was just saying how children speak their truth. They are bold and stuff like that. And then we get the power of my voice. I speak my truth and express my feelings to others with care and compassion. So yeah, and I was saying how children will sometimes say things that hurt our feelings. I don't think they mean to do it, but they do. So like just speaking your truth and being soft in your speech, being nice in your speech. If someone, if you want to tell someone something that you don't like, or that they're doing something that you don't like, let them know. Don't be rude about it. Just tell them, be like, hey, look, I don't like how you're doing this or saying this, like, you know, and work it out. Be polite. Treat others how you would like to be treated. You wouldn't want someone, if you were doing something to someone, and you didn't know that you were doing it and they didn't like it, you would want them to come to you and be nice about it and be like, hey, look, this, blah, 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 blah. And you can be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't really know, like, we'll work it out. Be polite so that a fight or an argument can be avoided. And if you are polite in your speech and not being rude and a fight still starts, that's just the person that, or that's just someone that you just need to avoid. That's just a sign, like, okay, I need to avoid you, apparently, because you can't listen to me without wanting to argue. So just be polite. Use the power of your voice, but be soft. Like, let them know, like, you know, whatever. Just be polite is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Anything else for the collective? Embracing change. That is the whole point of this full moon. I read that out of the book. This full moon is ushering in change and progress. And look at, you got surrender popping out again. Inner guidance system. I was talking about that. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, just embracing the change, surrendering. Someone might be afraid of surrendering because they don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I just heard quit a job. Always use your discernment on that. Don't ever let anyone tell you to quit a job. Always use your discernment. I just seen 34. But I feel like someone is wanting to quit a job because they're not being treated fair or equally. and you're afraid of the unknown. You're afraid to surrender and quit because you don't know what's going to happen. You're afraid of quitting and just not finding another job, or like you might have like a business on the side and you're afraid of it not working. This full moon, surrender. Don't really think about quitting your job. I'm not telling you to just go and quit, but surrender. Ask your inner guidance system. Ask your inner guidance system, like, what is best for me? What should I do? Should I really quit? Like, should I find another job and then quit and still work on my business? Like, or should I just quit and do my business? Like, ask yourself those questions and see what your inner guidance system tells you. Because your inner guidance system will never lead you astray. You got a lot of spirit animals around you, because there's a turtle here, and then there's dragonflies over here. Look up what those spirit animals are, because I don't really remember. So yeah. Just go within and ask yourself, like, what do I need to do? How do I surrender? What's best for me? Do I need to leave? Like, should I find another job? Like ask yourself. Go within and really ask yourself that, and listen to what your inner guidance system has to tell you. Alright, can I get one more message to close out this energy? One more message to close out this energy, please. The force of the flowing river causes the flowers, the herbs, and trees to grow. The sacred wisdom in your heart has magical power for your spiritual growth. So yeah. The sacred wisdom in your heart, your inner guidance system, has magical power for your spiritual growth. So I'm telling you, go in, ask yourself the questions that you want to know, listen to your inner guidance system, listen to your heart. It has the wisdom that you need for your own personal spiritual growth. It'll help you. It'll listen to it, and like I said, it will come in many different forms. It can come in many different forms, so be open to it and pay attention to the signs. Okay? I hope this resonated. I hope you liked it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.